A fresh development in an old email controversy has provided us with the latest twist in the US election campaign, which is now in its last full week. To talk us through it is our Washington correspondent, Stefan Grober. Stefan, who's accusing who of what here?
Well, Mark, it's Halloween, and there's nobody who is more scared than the Clinton campaign, because this has the potential of derailing her candidacy. I say potential because we don't know what's in there, and we might not know before Election Day.
And how is Clinton responding to the FBI's latest revelation?
The Clinton campaign has, of course, jumped on this, going after Comey aggressively. At the same time, they're publicly projecting confidence while working behind the scenes to galvanize their supporters. The message being, everything is under control. Let's not panic, with victory within our grasp. The latest polls taken after the FBI announcement don't give a clear picture. The race is tight, with Clinton still in the lead, yet 1/3 of voters said the email issue made them less likely to vote for Clinton. Now, you need to understand that most of that third are Republican voters or Republican-leaning independents. So, again, it's too early to tell whether this has an impact.
Now, Hillary Clinton is actually confronting two email controversies, one to do with the FBI and another to do with WikiLeaks. How's the WikiLeaks controversy affecting her campaign?
Well, that's an interesting point. The WikiLeaks thing hasn't really impacted the campaign. We're seeing thousands of emails, hacked emails being published every day, but there doesn't seem to be any smoking gun. The whole thing has been much more embarrassing for her than damaging. What we're seeing in these emails is a presidential campaign from the inside, and of course there are a lot of things going on that are not pretty. This is the sausage making of political campaigns, and again, it's embarrassing sometimes, but not damaging. And one indication is that every American news outlet covering the WikiLeaks releases has a different take on them, has a different lead, and that tells you that there is no clear smoking gun, and it hasn't been perceived as important by the voters, by the public so far.
Now, there's a lot of dirt being spread in this campaign, a lot of mud being flung. How does the public perceive this 2016 election campaign?
Well, people just have had enough of it. There's a poll that came out over the weekend, according to which 71% of voters would love to see the election taking place today. They are so much fed up with this. And, you ask people, and they're all unhappy with both candidates. They say that, if this is what America has to offer, we're in trouble. Both candidates are the most unpopular candidates ever in U.S. history to run for president. And people just see either one of them as the lesser evil, which is not very inspiring going forward. But I think most people, and this is also something we know coming out of the polls, most people believe that Hillary Clinton will win, and they have settled on the idea of a Clinton administration. There's already talk about who will become what cabinet member, etc. But just people are counting down to next Tuesday because they have had enough of it.
Now, in a campaign where you've got two candidates that polarize opinions so much, how many people can there be in the United States of America that haven't made their minds up yet?
Well, you would wonder, right? I mean, we've been seeing this for the better part of 18 months or so. And people still say they're undecided because they are struggling with themselves. I talked to some Democratic voters yesterday who, for the first time in their lifetime, struggled to vote for the Democratic candidate. And some of them even told me, you know what, I was standing in this voting booth for at least 5 minutes until I could bring myself to vote for Hillary Clinton. And after that, I wanted to take a shower. So this is basically what you hear from people. There is not much enthusiasm about Hillary Clinton. There is, of course, a lot of anti-Trump feelings among Democrats and independents. And on the other side, you talk to Republicans, there are many of them who still hate Trump, but after all, it's their party, and they will finally end up voting for him. Donald Trump had, until very recently, huge problems rallying his base and bringing Republicans on board. We're now seeing in the latest polls that finally these Republicans, they're coming on board, they're strengthening him in various battleground states. It might be too late because of all kinds of issues like changing demographics, early voting, and the much more superior Clinton ground game. But basically, you only find very, very few people who are really inspired by this election campaign and who feel really good about their candidate.
Stefan Grober in Washington, thank you very much for joining us.